Oh, God. Ugh, my back hurts. I must have been on the street with my boys too long, if you know what I'm saying.
I was looking into darkness for something to hold on. Find you while you were so broken.
Hey guys! What's up? LegendBTV here, and today we're going to be doing an album review. This is the newest album from Backstreet Boys. It's called DNA. Over 2 decades of music, 9 albums. They say they're still boys at heart, and they say it more like as brothers, so that's nice. So this record's supposed to be Backstreet Boys with 2019 pop production. And I was pretty excited for this thing, because the singles Don't Go Breaking My Heart and Chances were all fine enough. So yeah, I really did think the Backstreet Boys could bring a genuinely satisfying and enjoyable project with this thing. After, not releasing an album in literally like over 5 years. But alright, enough wasting time. How was DNA? Well, it's pretty cool. I kind of dig it. It's not perfect. I definitely have a few problems with it. But in general, I kind of like this. So the first thing I do want to mention is this modernized sound. And it actually does fit the Backstreet Boys decently well. They just sound so youthful and happy that had I not known these people were in their 40s, I would have assumed they were probably just like in their 20s. Suffice to say, I do think, yes, the Backstreet Boys were having an absolute blast making this record. The modernized production isn't really them trying too hard to be cool. It's not like Pat Monahan or Train or anything, don't worry. Don't Go Breaking My Heart is the first single from this record, and in general, it's really enjoyable. I like the falsettoed vocals as the track progresses. I like the dark, stripped-back piano melody at the beginning to turn into the shimmery pop bop. One thing I've never really liked about this song, though, unfortunately, is in the bridge where he says, if you're going to be someone that hurts somebody just for fun, do it to a heart that isn't mine. And I'm just like, okay. I mean, I kind of figured the point was supposed to be that the girl shouldn't be breaking anyone's heart, but it turns out no. It's pretty literal when it says, don't go breaking my heart, because, yeah, he's like, it's alright if you go screw up somebody else's relationship or go ruin somebody else's life. But still, it's a pretty enjoyable pop single. And thankfully, that's not all in the way of enjoyment that I found on this record. I dig the really sweet vocals on Nobody Else, and that track's really smooth, emotionally dense production. I also enjoy New Love. While a little sanitized, admittedly, it still has this really dirty guitar lick that really works for this type of sexual song. Add to that a really distinctive hook with the vocal filters and everything like that that really fits the vibe of the track. And yeah, other than that, I love the bridge, and I like the vocals on the rest of the song. Passionate is another track that I mostly dig. Mainly the, I want your love, I want your love. Hey, that was pretty good. But yeah, that refrain is pretty cool. But yeah, the percussion here is pretty well mixed, and I definitely love like the spacey little beeping noises towards the second half of the pre-chorus, where at first they're kind of just like a cappella singing almost, except with the snaps featured. There's only 2 things I don't like about this one. The actual drop of this song, in theory, sounds cool with the trumpets and everything like that, but in execution, unfortunately, it sounds very suffocated and sterile in the way the sanitized percussion and everything like that just kind of comes in and drowns out these horns, which would sound really good if you just kind of gave them some like legit sounding horns and not just kind of water it down. Unfortunately, that was pretty disappointing. Plus, that one line at the beginning when he says, like, something about coming out of the womb, and I'm just like, the way he sings it, and I don't know, I kind of feel like that could have been worded better. That's probably an issue I'm only going to have, but still, I do have that issue. Like, every time he says that, I'm just like, I don't know, man. Thank you next to that. Other tracks worth checking out is the pretty cool, catchy enough Chances, with the guitar, with the guitar lick at the beginning sounding particularly sweet, and also the bridge I do want to shout out for being genuinely great, and probably the highlight of this track. And the song The Way It Was definitely has some of the best vocal work from the guys on the album. So the album does have some really good songs. Unfortunately, there are a few that I don't care for, so let's knock those out while we're here. I appreciate what they were going for with the song Breathe. It's always been one that's just kind of bored me, and it kind of just lacks a good hook, really. Is It Just Me is kind of just too overproduced for its own good, with the skitters, the vocal filters, and this dominating electronic beat. And although I do like the vocals on Okay, it probably has the weakest production on the entire record, which kind of disappointed me. There's also some very middle ground cuts on this record that I kind of don't have much to say about. No Place being cute lyrically and a grower, but sonically it's just never really been one of my favorites. And then there's the track Chateau, which it's nice, but the production on the chorus is way too basic, and in my opinion never really like explodes. It kind of does feel more like a filler track, unfortunately, but it's okay. It's fine enough, I guess. So I do feel like Backstreet Boys don't deliver anything like outstanding or really all that great with this record. But the hooks are memorable here for the most part, and the Backstreet Boys are giving it their all, so I do have to commend them for that. Unfortunately, the production isn't anything too special, which, yeah, if you're expecting like a really memorable, really like outstanding record, or even for the Backstreet Boys, I would say no, this isn't it. But it is an enjoyable enough, simple album that you could probably very easily re-listen to. It does have some replay value in it, so yeah, it's going to get a light to decent 6 out of 10 for me. Not really, I can't really go much higher, but I did enjoy it for what it is. So yeah, that's about all for today's video. If you all enjoyed my review of Backstreet Boys' new album, DNA, be sure to subscribe to my channel, like, comment down below what you thought of this review and my channel. So yeah, I can't wait to bring you all more videos. I'm super psyched about what's coming soon. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. See you guys.